I sometimes wonder if nostalgia blinds. Sometimes I'm proven right, and other times I'm proven wrong. For example, Power Ranger fans, they love the series, but at the same time they realize its flaws and faults, yet they still love the series despite this. They love the show, yet they aren't blinded by nostalgia, because they realize how ridiculous it can get. Then there are people that are blinded by nostalgia. Fans of the original Dragon Ball Z English dub refuse to accept the fact that DBZ Kai, which is a HD remaster of the original with better pacing, a newer soundtrack, and the cast returning for the most part, is better. They claim that the casting sucks, the show is better with the Falconer soundtrack, and all the tension and suspense is sucked out. First of all, before I say anything else, I'd like to say that I grew up with the original. It's what got me into anime in the first place. Toonami is a network block I owe a lot to for expanding my imagination and curiosity. For you to say that the casting and dub acting is bad makes my head spin. Let's make a few comparisons.
Does that hurt? I guess I just don't know my own strength.
Frieza, you monster!
I beg of you, please don't hurt little old me.
I can't breathe.
Hey, women, yeehaw! That's it, buckaroo, ride 'em, cowboy! So fast! Damn fool! That's what you get for worrying about the Namekian brat more than yourself! Show pity in battle, and you're through!
How unfortunate. I intended to toy with you a bit more. But like I say, my power tends to get away from me while I'm in this form. Ruin! Ah, perhaps you have a bit of fire left in you after all. No, go on! Stay back! And the spark goes out.
Pop goes goes the weasel.
I won't let you get away with this!
I think the brat should go next.
You ruthless, heartless bastard!
Nice move, but your shoe came untied.
I'm not going to fall for that. I don't even have shoelaces.
Darn. I guess you're a little smarter than the average Saiyan.
Very funny.
Goodness, no sense of humor.
I know a lot of you love the American soundtrack. So do I. But DBZ Kai is keeping it as faithful to the Japanese version as possible. The Dragon Ball franchise was never supposed to be this hardcore metal series that edgy 14-year-olds can brag about. It's about a protagonist named Son Goku that goes on adventures with his friends. On the subject of suspense, do you get any enjoyment out of Vegeta screaming for 10 minutes straight and not moving along with the plot? I don't know about you, but I certainly don't. Another example, Spider-Man fans say that Tobey Maguire is still the best live-action Spidey ever. Guys, I liked Sam Raimi's 2 Spider-Man films, but Tobey wasn't that good of a Spider-Man. He was a fantastic Peter Parker. Spider-Man, not so much. It seemed like every time he put on the mask, his character goes quiet. In the comics, he spouts jokes because he's in a stressful / heart-pounding situation. So he tells or says jokes to sort of calm himself, which makes him all the more human. With Tobey, he just turns into a quiet superhero. He did have a couple of good one-liners, but then compare how to Andrew Garfield and Tom Holland, Tobey's Spider-Man is kind of forgettable. Whoever made the screenplay didn't give Tobey a lot to work with as Spider-Man. Tobey has proven to be a good Spider-Man in the video games, but not the movies. Yet I'll see countless people saying Tom has nothing on Tobey, furthering this argument. Oh my god, and don't even get me started on how people think that all incarnations of Spider-Man should be just like Andrew Garfield's incarnation. Oh lord. Now, I'm not saying you can't have your own opinion, because my opinion is that Tom will be the definitive live-action Spider-Man. If you think the original Dragon Ball Z dub is better, fine, but don't bash other people's opinions for liking Dragon Ball Z Kai just because you didn't grow up with it. Nostalgia is something people can hold on to remember better times. Because, let's be honest, being an adult isn't getting any easier. Enjoy what you like for your childhood, but if something better comes along, don't hate on it just because you didn't grow up with it. Criticism is fair. There are new things that are just straight up bad, such as comparing Teen Titans Go to the original Teen Titans, mainly because Teen Titans Go has no substance. But a lot of people, for example, were hating on the Spectacular Spider-Man because they didn't like the art style and said that the 90s Spider-Man was better. I, myself, like both. There's nothing wrong with liking both. If you get past the fact that the art style for the Spectacular Spider-Man isn't that impressive, then you will find another good Spider-Man show that was pulled the plug on far too early, far before it was even close to finishing its story. Enjoy what you like from your childhood, but if something better comes along, don't hate on it just because you didn't grow up with it. I'm Lino Mars of the MMCA Productions crew, and I'll see you next time.